Hi, my name is Jordan Officer, and I'm getting back to the basics, and there's nothing much more basic than a major triad arpeggio. Practicing the major triad arpeggio can save you thousands of dollars in your quest for the ultimate guitar tone. Just about the most basic thing you can practice is a major triad arpeggio. Now, the major triad is the 1, 3, and 5 of the key you're in. So let's say we're in C, the 1, 3, and 5 of C, those notes together make a C major chord. So the 1 is your C, it's the root. The 3 is 1, 2, 3, it's the third note up the C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's your fifth. It's the fifth note of the C major scale. So when you play the 1, the 3, and the 5 together, so the C, E, and G, if you play them together, that's a C major chord. And if you play any C major chord, it's a combination of those three notes in various octaves. So 1, 3, and 5 played together, that's a C major chord. Played separate, one at a time, that's what you call an arpeggio. So this is the C major triad arpeggio. That's just C, E, and G played one after the other and up and down, 1 or 2 octaves. You can play the C major triad in each position. So that's what you call vertically, so up and down this way. That's every note of the C major triad played in this position here. In this position here, it's this. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. In this position here too. Next one up. So those are all just C's, E's, and G's in various octaves and in various positions. So that's the C major triad arpeggio. Now this is playing vertically. What you call playing horizontally is when you play up and down the neck. It's great to practice it that way too. Like that. You can play it with different patterns. There's different inversions too. So when you start on the 1, that's the first inversion. When you start on the 3, that's the second inversion. Start on the 5, that's the third inversion. You can play them in different orders, like 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. That's 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 3, 5, 1, 1, 5, 3. 5, 1, 3, 3, 1, 5. So there's different orders you can play it in, different sequences. The most important is to really know 100% where the notes of your major triad are in any key. We're playing in C right now, but this should apply to any key. And all this practicing ideally should be done with the metronome as much as possible. Now what's really cool about that, about any kind of extremely simple basic materials like this that you're going to practice, is that when you practice slowly with a metronome and you want to set your metronome at whatever speed you have to be at so that you're not making any mistakes, so that it's not necessarily easy, but it's but you feel like you're in control and you're not flubbing every second note. So I'll put the metronome at 76. just played the C major arpeggio in this particular position, up and down a few times. What's incredible about doing this kind of work, now the slower the better, is that it develops your articulation, the evenness of attack, your time, obviously. But what always amazes me the most is how it develops your tone. Doing this kind of exercise over a few weeks, even a few days, you'll notice an incredible improvement in your guitar tone. I'm playing acoustic, but regardless of whether you're playing acoustic, electric, your tone just shoots up a notch. This has always really, really impressed me. And this is what's really cool about getting back to really basic things like practicing a major triad, is for a beginner guitar player, just learning where notes are on the neck, it's an amazing exercise. For someone starting to learn how to improvise, it's an amazing exercise, because improvising around arpeggios is much easier, especially when you're starting out, than trying to plug in whole scales over chord changes. But also for the most advanced guitar player, practicing really basic things like this is just as challenging as for the beginner. You find a sweet spot where playing it with the metronome is a challenge, where you need an incredible amount of focus to really play cleanly and beautifully every note. And you try to make every note beautiful and perfect and even. In my opinion, this will improve your guitar tone 10 times more than any kind of gear, new amp, pedals, more expensive guitar would. Guitar tone really is in your playing and in your attack and how you pick the note. So this is like incredible work to do for anybody at any level. I'm going to try playing now with the metronome, one of these variations that we talked about. I'll try doing that for 10-15 minutes, and sometimes it's hard to resist the temptation to just go because it builds up a very funny kind of tension when you're really restricting yourself to playing very simple, very pure, perfect notes at a very slow tempo. You just want to rip around the neck on something that you're good at and that you can play fast. But that's part of the challenge. That's part of this kind of exercise. It's almost a meditation. It's getting down to something extremely basic and really mastering it, because it's never completely fully mastered. I'm going to continue to have fun with these triads. My name is Jordan Officer. Over the next weeks and months, we're going to be getting back to the basics. I'm going to be checking out new ideas for improvising, technique, some gear stuff, talking to some of my favorite guitar players, talking about some of my favorite guitar players. So stay tuned, subscribe, share, send me your feedback, and we'll see you soon.